What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So through my live stream, we had a little bit of a discussion on AMC. It was more or less at the later end of my live stream when I was on Kick. So if you guys want to join me on Kick to talk about stocks and stuff, feel free to do that. The link should be down there in the description, but if it's not, I'll try to remember to put it down there. But join me on Kick. Get me to 1,000 followers, hopefully some more subscribers as well, so I can do soul streams just on Kick. But while we were on this live stream, we were talking about AMC for a little bit. And I've mentioned AMC in a couple of videos this past weekend, talking about what happened with the reverse split, as well as the dilution and where I see AMC going and just all of this other stuff, right? But I think majority of the questions were coming around whether the squeeze is dead or whether we're going to see the squeeze even happen and whether it's going to be even an impact at whatever they're doing, right? So I wanted to talk about that in this video. So before we get started, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon at Perry8K. You can follow me on Twitter. That link should be down in the description, as well as my Patreon link should be down there as well. But anyways, let's talk about AMC for a little bit. Again, if you don't know what happened, so AMC was approved for the conversion of APE into AMC, also for the ability to dilute and kind of improve, or not really improve the business, but at least improve their debt. So it's not looking like $9 billion and they're trying to dilute to get to a certain place so that they can pay off some of their debts, because debts are big. And if you have any type of net income, positive net income, that's a good time to start seeing a lot of those debts slowly, fall off, overall. So anyways, they had the reverse split, they had the conversion, they have potential dilution that's happening, and now it's getting a lot of people worried as to if the squeeze even matters, if this will even have an impact, because some people that look at the amount of shares that they have, they're like, oh, I had 1,000 shares and now I have 100. So is that really going to have an impact at all? And I wanted to show you exactly what my cost base looks like and why, I feel like Webull just doesn't have it 100% right. But I wanted to go through the squeeze potential and whether we could see this really push up, and whether the squeeze can still be a factor, whether the squeeze, even if it does happen, will we see tens or hundreds or millions of dollars that come into our balances and hopefully make out good on the deal. So guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate everybody that does that. I had to mention that again, but let's go ahead and get into this. So currently AMC in the day, at the time of recording this, which is 1:21 p.m. I don't know exactly when I will be uploading it, but 1:21 p.m. we're sitting at about $11.67, which is down about 6%. So even though we've seen this conversion happen, even though we've seen the reverse split happen, we're seeing the price of AMC that's consistently dropping. I mean, reverse splits don't ever lead to anything positive. We've seen a ton, right? 99% of positions that reverse split tend to have some of a negative impact after the fact, because it's not really the most positive thing. You're increasing the price, taking away some of the shares that's out there, and any type of dilution that happens within it, that's an even bigger negative push. Now, I don't think we should have seen this much of a pull off of just a reverse split, but also with the conversion, with the addition of shares into it that dilute the position. That's something that brings back the overall price. So we're seeing this again down 6% at $11.69. With 16.7 or almost 16.8 million shares worth of volume, which the average is sitting at about 5 million shares. So it's definitely still higher, and we've seen this pull back. Now, over the weekend, we saw this pull back even heavier, all the way down to a level of less than $11, through the after hours market, or sorry, the pre-market today. But it did pick up a little bit. And now you're seeing it kind of, I guess, level out at some of these areas. Still down, again, 6%, but leveling out at these areas of $11 or so. It opened up at about 12, 11.96. The lowest point was 11.26, and the highest point was 12.35. But seeing it, around the higher 11s is still concerning, but not all the way concerning, right? But if you look at my overall cost basis, I have 130 shares at $215.06 of a cost basis. So it has to get to a pretty high price for it to get back to break even for me. Now, Webull, I think, has this wrong, because my break even and what they're showing it, right? If I go to Excel, they're saying that my break even would be $27,000 of a balance. Now, that's not true. I only put 16,000 in there, which I took 16,000 out. So however they're restructuring this, they're saying that my break even is still $27,000 or $28,000 there. And I guess maybe it's a factor of beginning of the year or something. I don't know. But that's not my cost basis. My cost basis should be somewhere around maybe the $6,000 or $7,000 mark. So I rounded it up and said it was 10. So we'll need to get to $76, about $77 in order for it to be at a break even point, which would equate to somewhere around, let's say, maybe a little bit north of $10 or so if we were looking at the regular price. So it's not bad. And even before this, Webull still had it at like $21 for some reason, $21, $22, when that wasn't right. So anyways, for me to get to $10,000, I would need to get to $76 or $77 that's there. And if I get to $215, that would get me to $27,000. Now, $215 would be a $34 billion market cap. So it definitely has some bigger dilution that did play out pretty in a pretty big manner. So when you're trying to compare this to where the market cap is right now, a $2 billion market cap, and get to the all-time highs of a $28 billion market cap, you know that it's a long way away. And that was where it squeezed up quite a bit. So it needs to get to $28,000, which is still less than my overall cost basis. So the thought process is like, is the squeeze over? Because we have a ton of dilution here, and there's going to be an issue for people to even gain back like a hell of a lot. Like if it gets to $215, that's only $28,000 when it was at a $28 billion market cap before. I was at $80,000+ worth of AMC that was sitting in my balance. So it's definitely a significant dilution from $80,000 to, let's round up, $30,000. We're looking at like a $50,000 difference in what I can get to with the cost basis or with the market cap getting up to a $28 billion market cap. Now, if it does find a way to squeeze overall, a $28 billion market cap, I believe it can go a lot further than that in order to squeeze. But the point is that, is AMC worth $28 billion long term? And we haven't seen that, right? So it's definitely a little bit of an issue to think whether we're going to see the squeeze or we're not going to see the squeeze. Is the squeeze dead? I don't think it's dead. It's just going to have less of an impact. It's probably more of a longer term play for a ton of people than it is a shorter term play for everybody now. And I know it's going to be maybe a little bit of a longer road, and I'm not giving up on AMC because I understand what AMC can be, especially with all the short interest. But it'll be a lot stronger if AMC is 100% confirmed to survive and is showing a net profit like they've been showing for the last quarter. So anyways, let me know what you think about this. I'm trying to get over to no, that's not it. Let me know what you think about it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon. Those links are down below. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.